The health modifier allows you to heal or damage a character. Under the user prefs is an option that says modification method. This lets you determine whether you want to modify the object's health by percentage or by points. There are two events. Triggering object damage happens anytime health is deducted. Triggering object healed happens anytime health is added. I'll give you a simple demonstration. I already have a health modifier in my scene, so let's bring in two more objects for my demonstration. I'll drop two buttons in my scene. You can find the buttons in the Buttons and Levers folder. I'll use one of them to add health to our character, and I'll use the other one to deduct health. Once I have both buttons in my scene and positioned side by side, I'll select the one on the left. This will be the button that gives us health. I'll expand the triggered on-off event since the action style is set to trigger. I'll drag the health modifier into the event and tell it to heal the triggering object. I'll set the heal amount to 10. Since the health modifier is set to percentage, this button should restore 10% of our health anytime we click the button. Now I'll select the button on the right. This button will deduct some of our health. I'll expand the triggered on-off event and drag in the health modifier. I'll tell it to damage the triggering object and set the damage amount to 20. Let's test it out. Each time I click the right button, 20% of my health is taken away. When I click on the left button, it restores 10% of our health with each click. Let's do one more thing. Let's create a simple healing platform. I want to create a platform that while we stand on it, our health slowly regenerates. I can use a repeater for that. The repeater is in the Utilities folder. Once I find it, I'll drop one in my scene and then change the repeat time to 0.1 seconds. Next, I'll expand the repeater repeated event and then drag the health modifier into its field. I'll tell it to heal triggering object and set the heal amount to 1%. Now we need something to start and stop the repeater. To keep things simple, I'll just use a pressure plate. You can find the pressure plate in the Toys folder. I'll go ahead and drag one into my scene and position it slightly in front of me and to the left. This will be our healing station. I want it so that while we are standing on it, our health regenerates. Since we have a repeater that gives us health every 0.1 seconds, all I need to do is have the pressure plate start the repeater when we stand on it and stop it when we leave. With the pressure plate selected, I'll expand the turned on event. I'll also expand the turn off event. Next, I'll drag the repeater to the turned on event and tell it to start repeating. I'll then drag the repeater to the turned off event and tell it to stop repeating. Let's test it out and see if it works.